We are on.
All right.
All right, guys. So welcome. Today we're here on our podcast at Old Traditions Barbershop in the city of Los Alamitos. We have, of course, Ivan from Inked Up Scalps, and we have Abe in the house today.
How are you, Abe?
Hey, pretty good. How's it going?
So Abe is a coin collector, guys. That's why we have him on the show.
Avid coin.
And he has an amazing story. And I want him to take us in his journey, how he became a coin collector and, the best in the industry, right?
Yeah, pretty much, what got you into coins, what you're kind of into, and just give us a little bit of background about yourself and what brought you to Old Traditions and how we met.
Got it. This is awesome, gonna be an awesome story. I started coins through family. My mom was a foreigner from the early, I would say back in the World War IIs. And when she crossed over to the States, she collected all these coins that, what she saw first. And she actually named me after a $5 bill.
Oh, really?
Abe Lincoln.
Right.
But, my real native name is Abe, but in America it's Abe, and that is my full name. And so when my mom passed away, I didn't know that we had this many, organs and every coin that you can think of. General is a lot of half dollars, organs.
All the Ike's collected a lot of the Ike dollars.
Yeah, and when I saw this, I started, it's a monumental history because it ties in with my family. My dad was in military, World War II.
Wait, so sorry to interrupt, but I was gonna say, so you've been coin collecting since you were a child?
Since I was a kid, yeah.
Wow, impressive.
Yeah, and my dad wasn't a coin collector, but kind of supported my mom, threw some stuff in there, and pieces of stuff from World War.
And did your father travel? Like, did he collect currency, like foreign currency?
He did, a lot back and forth to like Japan, Philippines, Germany. I mean, his boss was General MacArthur, so.
Wow.
Yeah, General MacArthur was like a war hero from back in the day, so it was in our history books.
Right.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. What about you, Ivan? What do you collect, man? You
Well,
got some coins?
My brother did give me some for Christmas, gold and silver.
No,
So
this year?
No. I think it was like 3 Christmases ago.
Sick.
So I have to show them to you guys.
Tight.
Just to see if I have a fortune in there.
Right. See,
Right.
you know what? And that's how we kind of just about, I want to say all started out of curiosity of what we had to just kind of further inspect it and see, am I sitting on a holy grail?
Yeah. Yeah, so I have about maybe anywhere from 10 to 15. I gotta check. I put them in my little, because I have a little box where I have all my stuff, I don't want to lose, and I carry it with me every time I move, so.
Yeah. The treasure box.
My little shoe box, right?
Yeah.
It's not a shoe box. But yeah, tell us
It's
more.
a boot box.
Tell us more how you grew up.
Yeah.
I like that. I like the story, how your mom showed you, the way of collecting coins and so on.
Right. And
Tell us more about that.
when I grew up, it was kind of tough because I was like the middleman. I was a jockey, but at the same time, a lot of my friends were from the neighborhood.
Okay.
And for me to walk to school, let me walk through the rough neighborhood, and then I'll cross over the tracks, and there it is, and same way back. And along that journey, I always had to go
there it is,
different,
the hood.
yeah. Along that journey, I always had to go, different routes to, avoid collisions.
Of course.
Yeah. And that was the Gen X, way. A lot of people just not survive through stuff like that. Yeah. But I wouldn't be alive today if it wasn't from impact from a lot of my childhood friends. My dad in the military, the love for my mom, the school that I went to that tried to get me out of trouble from wrestling, and my dad had a crazy curfew for me.
Yeah.
I used to always come home 7 on the dot. And what kept me out late was wrestling.
Right. Wow. So
Yeah.
you wrestled for a long time as well throughout high school?
Yeah, and so when you wrestle, they don't do it now, but for you to like earn rank, you have to earn your varsity letters. It's your school. You know, like mine was McClatchy.
That Letterman
the letter
jacket.
M.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and we wear these nice red and you know, kind of like what's that video? Britney Spears her school jacket. We have one of those, but it's red and white.
Yeah. What's the school located?
It's in Sacramento. Now, you know, I didn't graduate from my schools because I became a single father of 3, and for me to, you know.
So was that at an early age? Sorry to interrupt, but when you became father for the first time?
Yeah, I was a father of 3 kids. My first one born was 8 junior. I was age 18, and I had to go to night school. And the reason I chose this, you know, school is because it was the first, you know, adult school that offered a diploma for the entire California. And I graduated June 1993.
Wow.
Yeah.
Impressive, man. There you go. You got it done.
Yep. And then a couple years later, you know, lived in Los Angeles. I was fighting custody over my kids, and you know, I turned it around. I was able to earn custody, and you know, real shit. You know, this is something that, you know, it's hard to do. Back in the days, when you're a father, you're singled out by the system, no matter what.
Absolutely.
No matter how. I don't know how I did it, but I had 2 jobs, and you know, I got the custody of my kids. And when I got that, I never get custody back on, like support back on mom,
Right.
because you know, after going through that rodeo, the system was totally oppressive.
Right.
I wouldn't want to impress that on anybody. But moving forward, my kids are all grown up.
Nice.
My oldest one is in Japan. He's in the military,
Wow.
and I'm a grandfather.
Nice.
Kid,
Super cool. Congrats.
daughter was named after my mom, Juliana. I did have a middle one named Cruz. He passed away a year and a half ago of cancer. And then my younger one, Nicholas, is living in Seattle, and I'm not exactly know what role he is, but he's pretty successful in Costco.
Oh, nice, man. That's cool.
Yeah, but you know, back to this point.
Yeah.
You know, I got more deeper into this, and you know, I started learning things by you know, going into like coin groups, and I actually you know, met Jason that way.
Yeah, that's right.
It was a different collecting style. I didn't know anything about error coins. I was just a general collector of monumental history of the coins. So when I got to you know, learn about the errors, I was like, hey, this actually increased the value of the coin. You know, the production of the coin, the errors, the monumental. What's the story about this coin? I like right now, my favorite coin. It probably has nothing to do with the early history, but I'm collecting the bats.
Right.
And the reason why I'm collecting the bats is because it was designed by a woman architect.
Wow.
And on that area, you know, we're going through the COVID time, and then the bats are going to be extinct. So all that value, and add to that, not that much is in circulation. They're no longer producing that anymore. So that's one of my best coins collecting. I'm buying them by a roll. And
So are you looking for like the S mint?
all of them.
Any mint?
Yes, all of them for the bats.
So do you have the 5-ouncer already? The big.
I don't.
The choker.
I need to, because that's you know, when you do a collection, you want to have a statement and you want to name that collection. Yeah. So this one is you know, a general collection. I just call it the Blue Bat collection, because it'll still tell a story. You know, it engage you why you do it. You know, the lady architect. I mean, it's huge. It's a lady architect back then. Back then, nobody wanted women to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Impressive.
So that lady opened a gateway for everybody. Yeah, so that's gonna be a banging coin. And now that we talked about it, everyone's gonna know about it.
Right? Now they're all gonna want to collect it.
I gotta collect it harder now because I up the game now.
Yeah. Hey, well, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of just roll it on over. But you guys already know they phased out the penny, right? Because that's been the big talk. The penny's long gone. No more production. I actually went to my bank, so of course you know we business bank, right, with having our barbershop. So I went and I asked them if they still had, you know, a couple rolls because they sell a box, right, the boxes, and they said that they don't have any more boxes available, right? So you can't go in there and ask for like, you know, whatever, a couple $100 of that. So now what they're doing is if you have a business account up until February, they're only allowing them, right, the institutes to sell you $5 worth of pennies, which is only like 8 rolls or something because it's 50 cents in a roll. So I ended up just picking them up, right? But like I'm feeling the pressure of the penny being gone now. All of 2025, I knew it, I heard it. 2024, I started actually kind of stacking them. I was coin rolling, and you know, early on throughout 2025, I'd go to the bank. I'd ask for a box of pennies. Every 2025, I would just yank it and save it and save it and save it. They are circulated, but they're BU. They're brilliant uncirculated. But I believe, you know, like right now on eBay, they're fetching about $5 a penny. You know what I mean? Which I'm like, that's cool, but ride it out, right? Because this is the whole thing is longevity, but ride it out, you know, long term. But what I want to kind of share with you guys is that we saw that happen with the penny, and I want to let you guys know, which, I mean, I know you're deep into coins, but they're going to be doing that to the nickel, because the nickel content of the copper that it has in order to like create that, you know, it's not making any sense. So they're going to be phasing out the nickels. Right now, any nickel that has copper value, which is from 2020 and under, anything lower from the 40s to 2020, you want to start kind of hoarding that before it's fully gone. And like Coinflation, right? There's like the website. If you go on Coinflation and you see the value of the raw nickels and the raw pennies, I mean, let's say for $100 value in weight for the nickels, you probably have about $140 worth. So an extra $40 is an extra $40. So now if you do the same thing with the penny that they phased out, so any penny from 82, and 82 is a transitional year. So anything from like about 82 and under was when they had a lot of copper. So if you have, let's say, $100 of pennies that are copper based, anything under 82, that's going right now for like $349 for $100 worth of copper pennies.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
Yeah. See, like me, like I don't know anything about coins and stuff like that. So what my brother gave me,
Yes, I'm a yet.
and it was Christmas, so we're, you know, drinking and, you know, mingling with the family. So I wasn't paying attention. So this right now,
Wow.
I'm taking notes right now.
Well, it's crazy because look, let's just say this, right, very briefly. If someone, you know, gifted you, or when your brother gifted you, let's say a silver ounce, if it was 3-4 years ago, I mean, the ounces were probably at like 14 to 24 tops. Right now, they've tripled. You know what I'm saying? So if he bought that at $14 to $20, guess what? That same ounce right now is worth between, I think right now spot's like $72, $73, and we've seen it flex all the way up to 82.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And right now, I mean, the predictions, I'm not a predictions guy.
They're small coins too, yeah. One of them was like 130, I think. He told me right there. So what I'll do when I get home, I'll take a picture.
Yeah.
That's the Easter egg right here. So
Right.
the coin's gonna be obsolete.
Right.
The gold and silver is gonna come up.
Correct, right?
At the same time, the coins are gonna be more valuable, monumental history.
Yeah.
They're already obsoleting coins out there in other countries. Everyone's paying through Cash Apps, BMO, anything that's
Bitcoin, El Salvador, I mean,
Right.
it's just adopted Bitcoin. If you look at what's the currency for El
dude,
Salvador, it'll tell you Bitcoin.
insane.
You're like, what the?
insane.
What?
Yeah.
Nuts.
Yeah. So now these guys become a collection, and at the same time while you're collecting, this gold and silver rises. So yeah, I'd stack my gold and coin right now. But,
Right.
you know, no matter if it's doubles, you know, be that John Wick.
Yeah.
How many coins you got right
Ooh, that's a good question,
I
man.
mean, I know Jay from 2015.
I mean, it's
10
been a
years
number of
ago.
years.
I got a
No, 11 years ago.
Yeah.
2026, baby.
now all my coins are segregated on different names. I got a Scarface collection. I got a John Wick collection. I got the Bat collection. I got the Mom family collections with the Morgan, and then I got some PCGS collection. And PCGS is in the ideal, you want to beat PCGS in everything, right? That's probably the way to go. But for me, I want to my favorite coin and why I did that. That would be another story. How we priced it. But right now, that's how my collection is going.
Right on. I do remember you sharing the Scarface collection with me. You've mentioned that.
Yeah. So
I want to check that out.
how I get the Scarface collection, I actually have my favorite guy on there. I'll collect anything that's Scarface. But if we see an error coin, no matter if it's nickel, dime, and it has a genuine error strike on there that looks like a scar on the face, I'll collect it. But that's the tricky part because someone that's hearing me wants to sell me that coin, and we're gonna have to meet in the middle somehow.
Hey, so with that being said, but I was gonna say, even if it has PMD, which is post mint damage, right? So which that means like if it came with that slash from the factory, then that would be just from the mint. Or if it was PMD, it would be like in the bank it got clanked and it got that scar.
Right.
So, does it matter, or you collect PMD?
I think I would collect it.
Yeah, just that, right?
Because it happened. It's kind of like a production.
Yeah. Hey, it's funny. I was starting one a couple years ago, maybe like 5 or 6 years ago. I kind of got over it, but I was calling it Dead Presidents.
Oh,
and it was,
remember.
Yeah, remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it was anyone that had like a little circle of like when copper starts fading out, and you know what I'm saying? It starts doing like it's pretty much just like a reaction, an environmental reaction, but then you'll see like black dots on kind of the coins.
Do you collect a lot of that?
I started some of them. I have a couple of them, but I thought that was pretty cool.
With my circle.
Dead Presidents.
It's just how it works. I love what he just told me. I want to see his collection. I'm gonna try to make an offer. That's it right there. I want that Dead President collection.
How many coins do you got?
That's a hard question, dude. I don't know. Yeah.
That many, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, how about this? What's the most expensive coin you got?
I would say my holy grail would be a 1925 peace dollar, which is an original, just about, it's a little less than 1 ounce, but it's a silver dollar. It's graded by PCGS, and it grades at a 66 plus for it being a 1925. So that means that it's almost considered a 67. The plus is a big thing when it comes to grading, but it's 3 points away from it being perfect, and it's almost 100 years old. So it's pretty impressive. So I would say that's my holy grail, and even right now, just based on the value, it's definitely the coin that I baby the most. And I do have the thought of maybe one day regrading it and seeing if it'll grade at that 67, so it drops the plus and it moves one grade up. So I'm gonna wait until.
Would you ever get no? Finish your sentence. Yeah. I don't want to lose that.
True, because I was gonna say.
You gonna wait? What?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the value to kind of go up as more of them start fading out, right, progressively throughout time. But then I want to go ahead and like regrade it to see if it'll revalue a little bit higher, because the skip right now, I mean, it goes from like right now that coin's worth $900, which is cool. But it goes from $900, 66 plus, to a 67 being like $1,400, $1,500, $1,600. It almost doubles instantly.
Have you heard of the Centenario coin?
Yes.
Would you ever get one?
So
do you know what that is?
No.
A Centenario coin.
Yeah. So it's kind of like the vintage Mexican peso. So
yeah.
I've always wanted a Centenario.
Me too. And in 2020,
I'm with you on this, dude. I'm with you on this.
It was worth $3,200, I think.
Yeah, because it's an ounce.
So now it's worth, I think, $4,400.
Oh my god! I'm more cool.
Well, check it out. So now if you look for that mounted on a chain and on a bezel, dude, that's going from like $5,000 to $8,000, $10,000.
Yeah, and every year it goes up. So I wanted one, And the reason why I was gonna buy one, but the reason why I didn't get one because a lot of them are
Counterfeit.
yes.
Yeah, well, they're restrikes. There's a lot of
And
restrikes.
so you have to get it with a certificate, and of course it's gonna be worth way more. It's gonna be more expensive. So I just decided not to get it. But
Yeah.
I have a friend. I have friends actually. A bunch of them have one. I
Mhm.
wanted it for my chain.
Yeah.
And I will offer them $3,000. That's still the same price from 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, dude, this is worth way more now.
They're like,
Because
no.
that's how it is with gold. It always goes up.
Right.
Same
Yeah.
with real estate. It always goes up. So that's why a lot of people invest in gold if you're a thousandaire, and if you're a millionaire, you invest in real estate. Because it holds its value and so. Right?
That's true.
Yeah. So I will get one. So
That's goals right there
many
for
years ago when I got divorced, right? Because it represents independence.
Mm.
I got it tattooed on my neck. So it's this one right here, I think.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yep.
I love it.
So that's
That's a centenario
that's
right there, dude.
Sick.
so that's how the coin looks.
Right.
Like this.
Love it.
Yeah. So I want one still,
Yeah.
but I think it's too flashy. But I would
It
just
is.
buy it because my money at the bank is just minimizing.
Yeah.
So I just buy a lot of gold. So I think
Right.
I'm gonna buy. I think just to hold my value and maybe sell it one day. And,
Yeah.
keep my money.
And I agree with you because same thing. Around COVID time, I'm friends with a really good jeweler of mine. He's a good buddy of mine, older gentleman, and he's older, so sometimes I would drive him to downtown LA, and he's got his wholesalers, jewelry license.
Mm-hmm.
So he'd go and he'd buy all this silver, all this stuff, and back in the day, I would tell him I want a centenario. Can you help me out? He's like,
funny.
dude, I got you. He's like,
Yeah.
and I'd ask him how much. I kick myself every single day, dude, because he was like $2,000, and I'm like, holy moly, that's a lot of money.
How long ago was this?
This was like right around COVID, before COVID, like 2020,
that's perfect.
2019.
That's perfect money.
Yeah,
right there.
so they were about
Yeah.
2,000, and
I
that
will
was
buy it right now for $3,000.
same,
Yeah.
dude.
But it's worth way more.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's worth
In
I
a
mean,
heartbeat.
yeah,
But see, the thing is that I don't want to buy something that is not real.
Could you
That's the
imagine
hard
we have
part.
to bust out the scale, bust out the scope, have third eyes on here, have an
Yeah.
independent side to get just to take a look at it.
Hey,
But all that together makes it more genuine.
And
Yeah.
not off the subject, just I'm talking about in gold in general.
right,
And people just counterfeiting things,
yeah.
How about that guy that went viral that was, where's my money?
Oh yeah, I've
Where's
seen that a
my
lot.
money?"
I've seen that.
Did you see that? Okay.
Yeah, New York, it's in New York.
Yes, that guy. So that guy was using he was stealing from this jeweler because he was using his name, right? And he said it was 14 karat when it was in reality 10 karat.
yeah.
That means more metal. And so he screwed this other guy.
Oh,
But
yeah.
so he confronted him. He's like, "Where's my money?"
Yeah.
And so see how there's so much fakeness in that industry.
Right.
So that's why you need the certificate.
Yes.
And that's the reason why I didn't buy it. But yeah, that guy is going viral. So anybody,
Yeah.
so everybody's using this guy as when
Like
you,
a meme?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I just seen him in the barber world too. It's funny.
Yeah, when he's renting a booth and he's like, "Where's my money?"
Hey,
Or the
hey,
booth
sorry, I was gonna say the barber one's all when is it when the barber wants to sell you and the sale don't come in and the barber's all, where's my money?
So that one is going viral. But
Yes.
yes, just to show you
Right.
that there's
Right.
scams everywhere
Yeah.
in every industry. It's just
Yeah.
crazy.
See,
So-
and that's the hard part why I've been very weary of kind of getting into gold. So I do have gold. I have gold bars, but they're like mini 1 grams, half grams, fractional. That's kind of what we're able to afford. So the gold that I buy will be like $400 or less. So one
Oh,
1/100th
nice.
of a coin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 1 gram,
Same.
1/2 gram for $60, $80.
Yeah.
Where are you getting these at Walmart?
Okay, no. So,
No,
no, it's a
because
serious
they-
question.
They do have them.
Well,
They
with
do,
you,
they
with
do,
you
yeah.
saying like the fakeness, I was gonna touch base on that. So I only have, 1, 2, 3. I have like 3, 4 trusted sources that are my main dealers that I go to, and I trust them like blindfoldedly. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I mean, everyone that I go to, has like a brick and mortar, so they have a store, but
Like
also yes,
Yeah.
but also they're not in California because California prices are just crazier. So I get most of my precious metals. Actually, most of them are kind of from either Arizona or Texas. That's where I get like the best bang. You know what I'm saying? I get great pricing for that. Cheaper, taxes. I don't even practically pay taxes. Some stuff, and it's easier, dude. It's just an easier transaction with them and stuff like that. And it's a trusted source, and it's someone like these people that have helped me, and I've used them for a number of years. So it's like if I find or see a coin, I can always ask them, or even in the barbershop, right? A client will bring me like, oh, so and so passed. I came up on this. What do you think? I'll send it to my trusted source, which I love that they don't gatekeep. But I'll tell them, hey, someone's trying to sell me this. I want to buy it. What would you advise me to pay this for? And he'll give me a cushion. And then I'll go, hey, you know what? My dealer would go based off of this. This is kind of roughly where it would be. And I picked up gold from even clients,
Kind of like that show Pawn Stars when he brings an expert.
Right.
Yeah, that's like
that's what
an
it
expert.
reminded me of. Yeah. So
That's pretty much what it is.
So like me, I haven't bought in gold bars.
But that's because they have the reader. So I know he like is going to go ahead and test all the metals.
Yeah, I know. So,
you know what I mean?
So that's why I'm like, I heard they sell them at Walmart,
Yeah, so Costco, Walmart.
Yeah, and so but I like wearing my stuff,
Right.
Like my mom gave me this chain, and I just put this charm, right?
That was super dope.
Yeah.
That's Gen X. That reminds me when I was a kid.
But it's too big,
I
so
love
I'm gonna give it to my little brother. But anyhow,
That's a sick piece, though.
Yeah,
That's
but
a sick piece.
I like to wear my stuff. I don't like the little bars, so I have a bunch of gold ropes at home. But sometimes my friends be like, "That's too flashy, fool." But okay, you're right, but it's an investment.
It is.
That's all it is.
You know what?
I want a chain now.
Well, I used to say
I'm not trying to look like a broke down rapper.
Yeah.
Trust me. It's an investment.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I used to be hesitant about wearing a 1 ouncer on, and a 1 ouncer, whether it's gold or silver, it's a 1 ounce. It's a big fucking coin. Because same thing, I'm like, fuck, dude, I feel like fucking Flavor Flav over here,
No,
Exactly.
you know what?
Yeah.
I want to do it now.
Yeah.
Because, they don't do that no more.
Bro, but let me
from our generation.
Yeah, but let me tell you this. I had a client who came into the barbershop. He was actually seeing one of the other barbers. And I talked to this guy. He's also a coin guy, right? This is how I knew he was a coin guy. He came in. He was wearing a gold robe. It looked like fine silver. Fine gold. It was a gold robe. And then on the robe, he had a bezel. And on the bezel, on the gold bezel, he had a 1 ounce pump, right? Which a 1 ounce pump, it's a gold bar, but the Centenario is worth like almost 5 racks. So the gold bar, because it's 1 ounce, it's worth like about 5 racks. The same thing.
Oh wow,
dude! It's Lady Fortuna. So it's got like kind of this crest looking, dude. Badass fucking piece like this. He comes up to the counter, and I'm like, oh, dude, all right, I'll see you later. I was like, by the way, I gotta compliment you, and I'm someone who compliments people. I love upbringing. Obviously, I barber. I love upbringing people. So, like, for him, it was like, oh, crap. Hey, thanks for fucking noticing. You know what I'm saying? Because he wore it. And I don't want to say with the purpose, but we do wear things to, like, kind of, you know what I'm saying? So people can kind of see it, right? And just appreciate it, right? So that was the thing, dude. Like, it was such a dope chain that when I, like, complimented on him, he was so excited and he lit up the fact that it's like, fuck, dude, someone actually knows what the fuck I got. And I was like, damn, dude, you probably got like 10 racks in your fucking neck right now, But I'm like, that's badass. And to me, it's inspirational. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, damn, dude, if you could do that, like, it's just a matter of like you focusing on you and taking yourself there. But like, you could acquire what other people have. It's just a matter of like being a go-getter,
Right.
But damn, yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna start a trend.
So you gotta rock them, dude. That's why I'm like, I used to be iffers about it, but this morning I had to take off, and this is just silver, but I had to take one off because sometimes I'll wear like 2 chains.
I like the double layer look.
Yeah, it looks good.
But I think once I send you guys the picture of what my brother gave me, I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. I think I like the little small gold coins. Yeah. Probably put it in a gold rope.
Yeah, a little 100, 110.
I would hate to say, when I get a gift, I don't give it to nobody.
Right.
It's a gift. You gotta keep it for life.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's worth who knows what. So I'll probably just put it in a charm and wear it, for one of my smaller chains.
Yeah.
But my mom sells gold. And
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah,
Good to know.
that's always
Good to
been
know.
been her side hustle, and she lives in Las Vegas.
Oh man.
Wow.
Vegas.
Wow.
Speaking of Las Vegas, talk to us how you got to Las Vegas.
Yeah. How'd that happen?
So I was living in Palm Springs for a while, and it's a crazy story, but I'll make it short. I was working retail. I was so sick of it,
Mhm.
and it was hard being a single father, raising 3 kids at the time. Only one that helped me raise my kids at the time was my mom. And for me to get the income going, it was kind of hard because I was working in corporate, always traveling, and I was away from my kids. It's just so my mom talked me into hey, why don't you work in Alaska? Be gone for 3 months, come back, and you get to spend 3 months with your kids. So that was my lifestyle for a while until I figured out what I want to do, and I met some friends through MySpace at the time.
Wow.
Was influenced to come to Las Vegas, and this is where I am. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's tight. That's tight, dude. I like
I don't
that.
know. My family's been living there since 2002, so that's 24 years now. Yeah. So I go there quite a bit. Sometimes I don't even make it to the strip. I just go straight to my mom's house.
So your mom owns a business?
No. So that's always been her side hustle.
Right.
So
got it.
she retired from Caesar's Palace.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
she and my dad still works there. He's like 72. He's still working at
Oh,
Caesar's
man.
Palace, dude. He don't want to retire. I mean, I'm like, dude. He's in Mexico now, but he's in Mexico right now vacationing. But I'm like, dude, he always vacations over there. I'm like, dude, he has property over there. I'm like, just stay
Enjoy
over there,
it,
bro.
man. Enjoy
Enjoy
it.
life, man. Retired. I don't care how easy you have it.
Mhm.
It's better to just do what you love to do.
Right.
Absolutely.
I mean, but to each his own.
Yeah. Hey, well, with that being said, right, doing things that we love, but that brings us to SMP, right? So now
Whoop, whoop.
explain to us, right? First of all, how you first heard about SMP, and then how you got involved with us.
SMP means scalp micropigmentation. It's a tattoo that mimics a hair follicle to camouflage hair loss.
Right. So, me living in Las Vegas, I wanted to. I always saw something similar out there, but you guys about to know something that's like, oh shit, I didn't know that. So real quick, October I had a fallout. I was hospitalized. I kind of drank too much because I don't drink. And so every time I've been visiting you guys, I've been wearing a heart monitor, which I don't wear no more. I graduated
Oh,
from it.
good, brother.
Yeah, good to hear.
Yeah. So at the time, the doctors had me thinking I was gonna die, and 6 months, whatever. And I wanted something to, hey, dude, I want something to make myself happy since everything's been depressing me and all that. And I saw that in Vegas, it's like 2 or 3K. I was like, man, forget that. And then, knowing you for a long time, and I saw you guys advertise this on the internet.
Yeah.
I said, hey man, I'm gonna support my guy's business. I was like, oh man, the price is awesome.
Yeah.
Why not? So yeah, this is where I am.
Hell yeah, dude.
So
Yeah.
how you liking it?
Dude, I love it. When I talk to people, I kind of like look at their eyes, and they don't notice it.
So are they speaking to you like eye to eye level, or are they looking?
Yeah, no,
scan?
they look at me eye to eye, but if they know about it, they want to see. Like
Right.
I had my guy from childhood that I haven't seen in 30 years. A couple days ago, he kept lifting my hat.
Yeah. No way.
Yeah, that's so funny. So now he wants to do it. So I'm really stoked.
Wow.
Matt, if you're hearing this, I'm gonna pay for your first session. The rest is you gotta do on your own.
That's right, man. We got the room plugged for you already, so everything's situated. All you need is to get in the ride and make your way down
A
here.
lot of the clients, when they go to family gathering, they're like, they know something's changed,
Yeah.
but they don't know what.
Oh, well,
And they're like, did you lose weight? You look younger. Why you look so younger?
Hey, really quick, that's like my last client, but remember he was telling everyone to feel his head. He's like, feel my head, yeah.
No, real talk. This is
Yeah.
funny because when I got it done, 2 weeks later, I kept looking, in the mirror. Like, no way. I'm 100% bald, but I got real hair growing somehow.
Yeah.
Dude, that is so ridiculous. I mean, I got the SMP going, but I got real hair growing.
Yeah, so they say
It
that
stimulates, right?
It stimulates the scalp, the needles, and so it creates white cells, and that promotes hair growth.
Which restores it's kind of like skin, right? So it just restores, it heals, it wants to re-heal. So, I mean, yeah, man.
I was pretty stoked. So yeah, I'm really happy with the process, and I wouldn't have it done with anybody else and all that. Especially, I hear a lot of stories. It could go wrong. I'm with the best people, best crew, and they're in my coin circle, so I love it.
Absolutely. What was like, and it's kind of hard, right? Because obviously we're going for an organic look with your SMP. But I was gonna say, what were like initial reactions that you got to friends and family when you originally told them you got the service kind of done?
Well, my sister, she didn't notice until I tell her, and then after I told them, now the whole family, wanted to take a look because they know I'm, 100% pure bald, and they swear up and down, like, did you just get a hair transplant? I'm like, no, this is SMP. And I was like, hair transplant? Like, no. And then they're going like this because, I did have little hair growing.
Right.
And all that. And then my guy from, yesterday, he's so stoked on it. So I look at his eyes. He always looking at me. It's so hilarious. Yeah. Because I know he wants to do it. So I am definitely getting him in here.
Bring him on down.
And I think that's kind of how it is, right? Because we always discuss that, like, SMP is not something that we kind of sell. We don't push SMP. SMP is very organic. It's like people do their own research, right? Then once they're interested and they find us, we're just a missing link in reality.
And they hit us up,
Yeah, I mean, this is sick. I love it. I totally 100% recommend this. I mean, I'm not blowing the woof, but if we were to show out there what other people are doing, it just don't look natural. Like 2 months ago, I was in an elevator in a casino. This guy, now I really looked. I couldn't help it. It's just way too perfect. I like, dude, that's tattooed.
Too perfect, probably too pronounced.
Yeah, it didn't look right. It's like wearing a helmet every day or something.
Yeah, it's like if it looks like a duck and it walks like a duck.
Because over time it blends in together.
They migrate,
and so if they put the pigmentation too close, it's gonna blend in together, and it's gonna look like a line.
Right.
That's why you gotta learn how to pepper it, how to blend it. It took me a long time.
Right.
Which is dope. Which is kind of like what he says. So when they migrate, they'll kind of move, but they'll expand, but they're not gonna blotch.
Migrate is like a bad term. You know? It's when it softens together.
True.
It's if the pigmentation is too close, as you know, Jay, it's gonna just look like a line.
Cool.
So, I learned this from a buddy of mine, right? And I'll keep it real short. So in 2020, it was COVID, right? And I got single, right? Became single. I was, me and my significant other left, whatever. And so my friend takes off his hat. They pick me up. We're going to Newport because everything's shut down. It's the worst time to get single because nothing's open. And I don't do online dating. And to each his own, right? But I wasn't looking for nobody. Why am I saying that? And I went to go party out there, right? So he takes off his hat. He has the most crisp line, right? Like, looks nice, bro.
Did it look nice?
Yes,
it did.
Cool. And I was like, oh, how did you get it? Because it's so short. How did you get it so straight? He goes, it's a tattoo. That's when I first heard about it.
Right.
And I always wanted, I love the barber culture, and I love, obviously, tattoos, right? So you put two together, you got it SMP. And so I said, I have to jump on this.
Yeah.
So anyhow, this guy, he's getting married now. Right? He was single at the time, but then he's getting married now. And he went to get it a little bit more darker. And it was with a lady in the city of, I don't want to say, but it starts with a G and it ends with Del. And I don't even know how she looks like either. So, but, dude, she fucked up. It looked horrible.
And there was a touch up or what? Like,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I got the before and afters on my Instagram.
Oh.
Inked up _ scalps. Check it out.
Check
Oh.
it out.
And so I told him I can't do anything. It's too dark. I just told him, just listen. If you could just laser the hairline, I could sprinkle it. So it took me roughly maybe 6 sessions, maybe I want to say, to color match the back, and I hooked them up. But mind you, he got a darkener like this. He got married in Mexico, and he looked horrible on his wedding day. You know what I mean? And so the thing is of this, the moral of the story is that I learned it from this guy, and I was able to help him.
Yeah.
Super cool.
I was like, I love this fucking
That
story,
is
dude.
awesome.
And you
That's
learned what
awesome.
you didn't want, like, to work wise to
Yeah.
do.
But it took me a long time, So this April will be 3 years.
Ooh.
So in 3 months from now, it'll be 3 years that I've been doing this, and I absolutely love it. It's a hobby. That pays obviously, but I do it for the love. I don't see it as work. That's why okay, I'm like that. No, because I'm a perfectionist.
Right.
Yeah.
It has to look natural. And yes, my first 2 clients on my very first day, my friends, I did mess up, and that's how you learn.
Yeah.
By your mistakes.
Trial and error.
And I know what not to do, but still, though, like I have messed up on my buddies.
Right.
The very first day, I locked one in at 10 and the other one at 4 p.m. And I worked on, and on one of them I did do blow ups, and on the other one I went too dark. So I know what to do, So me shadowing Jay, I don't want him to mess up on nobody. Why? Because my job, not only as a S&P artist to put out good work, is to push this industry forward in a positive way,
progressively and collectively.
Because as it grows, everybody gets paid,
Right.
and everybody's comfortable. I say, I don't know why some of these S&P artists put these ugly botch.
I see them.
Fucking bro, you're scaring the people out there.
Right.
It's like, how's that going to instill confidence?
You're not persuading people towards you.
Right.
You're scaring them away.
I'm going to bring a picture that I found. Of marketing. It looks ridiculous.
So, yes, fine if you put stuff like that. But, I think you do more harm than good.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I love this profession, and I want to push it forward.
Yeah.
That's my job. Let's push it forward. So, in 2-3 years, people are so comfortable with it, they'll see it as something normal, as microblading their eyebrows.
Right.
You
could do
ears.
Yeah.
I do that too.
Oh, dude,
I have it on
sick.
my Instagram. Yeah.
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah. It's just a nice light shadow.
Right.
It's supposed to be just a nice light shadow to separate your forehead from your head.
Mm-hmm.
So you could have to enhance your facial features. Look young, feel good, And,
it frames your face, gives you a little bit more face framing.
And there's an option if you want to get it done. It's here.
Cool.
See, and also really quick, right? So that's kind of what got me linked up with Ivan was the fact that, I met him at a studio, and it was just cool because I was able to see that Ivan gave a fuck. You know what I'm saying? He took pride in what he did. He enjoyed what he did. He wasn't greedy about what he did. And that's the thing, me having my background in my industry with barbering for, I want to say 13, 14 years, 15 years, whatever it is now, I lost track. When you see someone who actually just gives a fuck and that, genuinely cares, that's just something that's just so important, right? Especially to me. So I believe that's also why we kind of have gravitated towards one another as well, and just really have helped each other out, to kind of elevate ourselves. So it's awesome, and kind of like how he says, right? So I have my certification. I'm pumping out S&P work, but also I take pride in what I do, and I don't want to fuck or botch people up. And as Ivan knows, I can very easily start going crazy on people and just get it going and, guinea pig everybody. But my whole thing is going to the gym. If I have a good fucking spotter that I know is not going to let none of the weights fall my fucking neck, then I'm going to go with that guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which also brings me to like us working together. It's like we've just been helping and highlighting things that, not to say that we need work on, but that's going to just kind of help us elevate and better understand certain things to be able to scale us, you know what I'm saying? And just kind of grow. And how Ivan said as well, right? Collectively, if he's already doing amazing work, but once he puts me on game and I'm right there, it's not like we're going to be taking or a competition. It's like if we both stimulate the industry collectively together, guess what? You're going to bring more people, you're going to get more people, I'm going to get more people, everyone's going to eat. You know what I'm saying? Which I think, what I'm trying to say is I wish everyone would see this in barbering and in my industry, because it's something that we don't see. And it's so important to be able to kind of move forward and take an industry to continue to progress throughout decades,
Right.
And plus, there's enough bald people for everybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just fight from the best, synced up scalps with old traditions, right?
That's right.
I was gonna say something else, but I lost track of thought. They say if you want to travel fast, travel alone. But if you want to travel far, travel in a group, right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
So
How about that?
I like that.
Colombia,
I like that.
Huh?
Canada.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Man, we gotta hit
Yeah.
that. We gotta hit that.
We gotta go visit
cool.
Renewed over there with Rob. Yeah, he did invite us this year.
Yeah.
Now, are we gonna do a podcast out there? Cause I'll go.
I'm so down, bro.
Right?
I will
I'm
go.
so down. I'm down.
Hey,
I don't
that's-
even care if I have any business doing out there, because he invited me for business to teach a class.
right.
Got it.
So
When you're the guys. Okay.
and so I'm like, yeah, of course.
And I mean, shit, maybe one day, whether there's work out there or not, but I mean, we could always write things off with business, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But learn how to write the trip off, learn how to write this,
Right.
go out there and just use it as kind of like a learning, expanding, whatever, and just be able to kind of go out there, check out the scene, see what they got going on, and maybe we should look up to see if they have any SMP conventions, because I remember I've told you I've been wanting to go to the Las Vegas convention and start hitting up some of the conventions, but I'm like, that'd be dope, man, to go out there, because
Got
people,
some awesome casinos out there too.
yeah,
I gotta
they do,
see.
and their conventions, because I usually go when I go out there for work, right? I'll go out there with one of the brands. Man, dude, these guys, Canadians know how to fucking party when it comes to throwing an event like that,
Ooh.
like an industry event, and like a big ass just rager and banger. Like, I mean, from sick DJs to the production to the way they do their trade shows and just seminars and everything. Like, it's dope. It's a whole other
I
level.
gotta go.
It's a whole
Dude,
other level.
yeah.
I never
I
been,
gotta
so,
go.
Yeah.
so I would love to go
Yeah.
see and
Yeah.
discover new things out there.
Right.
See, and one thing that I learned over there is like the difference, between, and this is just barbers, right? Canadian barbers, but like they take a lot of pride in what they do and they focus in their career and they want to elevate their career to where I see it as whenever I come back out here to the States, barbering here is very, very competitive, very
Right.
like better than you, better than this. And like, so whenever I travel for barbering to Canada, like it's so crazy because like you're literally going to feel like you're with like-minded individuals. You're going to be like, holy fuck, everyone fucking gets it and loves what I do just as much as I do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because here, a lot of the times you're just like, this guy fucking hates his job. Why is he doing this shit?
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? But that's the thing. Like out here, we see things a lot as like jobs. And and even like, obviously I'm Mexican, right? But when you go to Mexico, it's like everyone takes pride in their careers, right? They're all, oh yeah, I'm, even if it's just something simple, dude. It's like, oh yeah, I do accounting for this and that, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if it's the way they make it sound or something, but everyone just has a lot of careers. There's a lot of careers over there, So I think like for us, SMP and barbering needs to get respected as an actual career. It's not just, like recreational in a sense, right? But I think that's also what will kind of just scale you if you're trying to kind of elevate it to that regards too,
Right.
And I say it like that because I see a lot of the connection of it with like barbering and the years that I've seen of experience, and people come in and go,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to share?
Um,
Because I'm gonna hit you with that one question. The best advice in 5 seconds.
There
But
we
I
go.
want you
Rapid
to,
fire.
I want you to share with us, a great story when it comes to like coins. Like I know you met great people, right? Like Jay, awesome dude. I'm sure you met other people out there. But through the coin collection community, share like one great memory,
Yeah, what's been a good highlight?
Actually, it is. So no one talks about steel pennies. There's,
That's right.
the market undervalues them. There's a little hidden secret there why they're doing it. But this is an Easter egg. Pennies are getting obsolete already. These steel pennies are already obsolete. They're
Right.
used in World War to collect the copper, not in circulation at all. So I have a friend named Oscar, and he knows I collected coin. This is like 10 years ago, and he said, "Hey, I got a whole bunch of pennies," and I looked at it. It just looked so weird. I saw a little piece of magnet stuck on these. I was like, I went like this, and he had a whole bunch. I was like, dude, I want this. I said, dude, I'll do anything for this. And all that. And he didn't want to, he's a real good friend. Didn't want to sell it to me. But he gave it to me. So I got a jar of steel pennies this big right here. And he collected that from his mom.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's monumental. That's
Impressive.
that's a piece of history right there. And that's worth doing a PCGS. Now it's gonna be tricky because they do a lot of counterfeiting. We just talked about that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna send these guys in. If I have to PCGS all of them, this will be the greatest collection ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of them are repurposed too, right? A lot of those steel pennies.
Yeah.
If you see them too clean, they've been
right.
Yeah.
Right.
They've been
Yeah.
altered.
These guys. Actually, I got it on my Facebook. Too bad we can't put it on here. It's posted about 10 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice, see? So what is the best 5-second advice? You can think about it.
Keep collecting with your heart. Don't let anybody be the critic. Just do it. What you got to do. Just keep loving what you do. Just keep collecting.
I have one. What advice would you give your younger self? This is the one everyone always uses, right? But I got to use that one.
Don't
dude.
have too many baby mamas.
Hey, I was thinking.
Are we talking about coins?
whatever it is, man.
You're
Whatever it
effing them
is.
now, they're gonna be effing you later.
Oh, shit.
my
For
God!
real.
Just kidding.
No. This one's not given. You know what? What I would probably change. I should have kept all my antique cars that I had.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, I'm a car guy. It sounds funny. I got a Nissan, but if I showed you you saw it, right?
Yeah. It ain't no
No.
average Nissan.
Yeah. And when somebody wants to, beef it up or race and all that